control. Dollar in the booth on lock. Hit that sub, hit that top. Brain wanna scream, brain on the block. Scrolling that feed, now you tapping on Sky. Click that link, you know who it is. Breaking down coins in the capital biz. Bella in the back, got the timing right. Make the jokes land hard, keep the facts real light. From the charts to the chatter, it's a big group chat. You in the fam now, let me hear you say that. Podcast where the hot takes last. Hit play once, then you gotta run it back. Scott with the questions, Bella with the hacks. Crypto and campaigns, we just talk it loud. Podcast, turn it up real fast. Drop in the chat, let them know you tap. Big world problems, turning on the crew. If it's turning on your phone, we're spinning it for you. Ooh, yeah. Suit sneakers, Scott stay sharp. One eye on the polls, one eye on the charts. Bella got tabs and amazing screens. Clipping every line till it cuts real clean. Talk a little money, talk a little vote. Talk about the memes that keep us all afloat. Serious stuff in a snack size slice. Couple dad jokes make it go down nice. Podcast where the hot takes last. Hit play once, then you gotta run it back. Scott with the questions, Bella with the hacks. Crypto and cams, we just talk it loud. Podcast, spin it up real fast. Drop in the chat, let them know you tap. Big world problems, tiny little crew. If it's turning on your phone, we're spinning it for you. Ooh, yeah. From the bus, you can ride with us. Every state, yeah, we cut it up. Got the jokes, got the brains, and a little sass. Scott and Bella on the track, it's the podcast. Podcast where the hot takes last. Hit play once, then you gotta run it back. Scott with the questions, Bella with the hacks. Crypto and clans, we just talk it loud. Podcast, turn it up real fast. Smash that like if you're rocking with the pack. Big world problems, tiny little crew. If it's lighting up your feed, we'll be breaking it for you.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the satirical side of the podcast tonight. Thank you. Podcast, your home for rational privacy news and objectivity. Leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott. Pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. Joining me as always, greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the redheaded Belle. How you doing tonight, Belle?
You know what? It's been a day, Scott. I am really looking forward to just diving into this stream. How about you?
Oh, I am simply bloom. Oh, I did not change that. I didn't change that screen yet, man. I am simply blooming, Belle. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been on meetings all day, guys, talking to people all day, hustling, and you can tell that my voice is a little bit whacked. And I was chasing. I don't have any fresh bottles of booze, so I've been going through all of my scraps, putting them together, and say, do I have enough to really get tuned up tonight to make it through this stream? And I did. I found a couple things. I'm finishing up right now, Kaz, because you asked. This is that 13th colony jet fuel stuff. Babe, I recommend it, man. I recommend this. You got to be cool about it, though. Whatever you normally drink about a third less, because this stuff is, it is potent. I like potent. I'm a big fan of potent. It's good. It's oaky. It gives you that wonderful sunshine glow in the tummy that I enjoy so much. Maybe I might be alone in this. I don't think so. Good bourbon is an experience. Now, when we were sitting up there playing blackjack, we were not getting good bourbon. We were getting house bourbon, which was most likely Jim Beam. And it's kind of funny because I don't think they quite know the level of alcoholism that Belle and I share. because when they were bringing them, they were like bringing shots. I said, yeah, we'll take two, neat, and a Diet Pepsi. And they bring the stuff, and then they bring two little shots. So before they even leave, we're both just clink, putting them on their tray. Two more, four more. Just keep them coming, and tip them $5, and then they do, in fact, keep them coming. What?
I think we threw them off because we were there on Super Bowl weekend. I think that might have been part of it because that's not our usual experience.
That is not our usual experience, but we were. I mean, we were looking dynamite, absolutely dynamite. We thought, hey, we'll go find a nifty viewing party out here and just watch Seattle just massacre the Patriots, and that did occur. But every goddamn place we went to was reserved. All of them. You cannot get in without this reservation, and we hit fuck it. So went to Bacon Nation out there, and I ordered every single appetizer that was on the menu to go, all of them. And we went back and we just sat there and just had this crazy feast. It was the first time I had carbs in, God, 10, 11 months. I don't remember when I started this journey, but it was at least that long ago since I had some. And I had a couple of nachos. And I had mozzarella.
10 months.
10 months. So,
10 months.
Yeah, and I had a couple nachos, and I had a mozzarella stick, and the wings I can eat all day. So I was just sitting there gorging on these, and something that they serve called a garbage salad. I don't even know what all was in that, but I was just hitting it because I'm still kind of a salad guy at heart. You can't change your diet that much and then just come back, out of the blue and say, okay, I'm going to carbo load. Give me the fettuccine Alfredo. That would have killed me, man. I'd been on the toilet still. I'd have still been on the can.
And to give you credit, Scott, you actually you flat out asked, okay, well, am I at the point where I can get away with some of this? And I'm sitting there going, okay, number one, we are running our tail ends off, on Fremont Street, going back and forth to meetings, talking to people. That's a lot of movement. Number two, you've increased your activity level by going bowling 2 to 3 times a week, if not more. You're at the point where it's not going to hurt you to have a few more carbs. So this is how many you limit yourself to. And Scott was counting the number of nacho chips.
Well, she said there were about a carb and a half per nacho. So I was taking one nacho chip and just loading as much toppings on it because there was nothing in the toppings. So I was loading these toppings up. So I had this little nacho chip with toppings like this high, and I'm trying to, dislocate my jaw to get it all in there as a single thing. So yeah, I was still being careful about it. I'm actually a little bit concerned, and I might have to pivot this a little bit. I was 168 pounds this morning. I got on the scale, and I was 168 pounds. And I don't really want to be that light. I think 170 to 175 is a good number for me. I'm 54. I don't exercise that much. That seems like a good comfortable place for me. But they're still falling off. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just not eating carbs or sugar. And I'm going to find my ideal weight, I think, just through force of nature is going to make me say, okay, this is what you weigh. So I want to up it a little bit. I think I might have. I've been under 20 carbs for about 10 months, man. And it's obviously I need something. So popcorn is back on the menu for Scott, which is good because that's my all-time favorite snack is popcorn. I could do it once or twice a week, 30, 35 carbs. It's not going to kill me. So yeah, but we got to change up something or else it's going to keep going. Next thing you know, I'm going to be up here like 160 pounds. I don't want to be 160 pounds. But I haven't hit the bags or really worked the pressure plate. I don't even know. I mean, I have lost 40-something pounds. Surely that's going to affect the amount of power because I have 40 less pounds to put behind it. So surely my punch volume is down. My PSI is down. I'm afraid to look. I don't even want to look anymore. It's like looking at my credit cards. I just don't want to look.
You know what? Especially considering how you're moving. I mean, you bowl with your right hand.
I do.
I mean, considering you are taking that bowling ball and pulling it back behind you and then bringing it up to release, I don't think your punching power has gone down.
I don't know. There's one way to find out. I'm a little worried about it, so I'm just not going
Go
to.
find a machine.
Well, no, I'm just not going to. I got a machine. It's sitting right there. I'm just not going to. I think ignorance is bliss. All right. I'm gonna be the cipher in this whole from the Matrix. Remember the deck he sold everybody out. I'm just gonna be him. Ignorance is bliss. I would just pretend that I'm still punching like a 215-pound guy. And even though I'm not anywhere close to that anymore, I'll just pretend I am. I'm not a heavyweight anymore. I've dropped way down.
I think you're actually going to find you have more force behind your punch now than you did,
I don't know.
10 months ago.
I'm not a fight. I'm 54, man. I'm not a fighter anymore. I'm a lover and a drunk. That should be the T-shirt I get. I'm a lover and a drunk. I think I'd be kind of comfortable there. So anyway, guys, we got some fun public service announcements for you tonight. As it says up there, Belle and I just need to unwind a little bit. So we thought we would do it live in front of you guys, play some songs, tell some joke. I got a funny joke, Belle. Do you want to hear my funny joke?
I would like to
Did
hear
you want to
your
hear my
funny
funny
joke.
Okay.
I could use a laugh.
Did you hear about the two guys that stole a calendar?
No. Why would they? What?
They each got 6 months.
Oh.
Thank you. They literally mentioned dad jokes in these new podcast songs. So apparently they know me a little bit. So I'm a big fan. I like dad jokes. They're painful. Take my wife, please. I take my wife everywhere. She keeps finding her way back home. For my anniversary, my wife said I would go somewhere. She said, take me somewhere I've never been before. So I took her to the kitchen. I can go all day. I love this crowd. Hey. Does nobody watch this stuff but me? I'm the only person who likes like Henny Youngman and all that stuff.
I like dad jokes. They're simple.
Okay, I got another one for you.
They're simple and they're funny.
There's another simple one for you. All right, there's a man on a wagon. There's a horse pulling the wagon. He's got a dog sitting next to him, and he wants to go a little faster, Belle. So he goes back and he whips the horse. And the horse turns around and looks at the man and says, hey, don't whip me. And the man looks over at the dog and says, I didn't know that horse could talk. And the dog looks back and says, neither did I, dude. Neither did I. Thank you.
That sounds like you after you've had a little too much to drink.
Probably.
I swear you and Harvey have very deep conversations.
He does. He's a good listener. He's got my back. He's my dog. He's my buddy. But yeah, I swear to God, the first time I ever heard that joke was from a comedian named Buddy Hackett. So who remembers Buddy Hackett? He went Disney, so he's in a lot of Disney movies and all that other stuff. And people like, this is the filthiest comic that I've ever heard in my life. This guy will absolutely, make a sailor blush, and he's good at it. And that's Buddy Hackett. That's the little Disney guy. So anyway, guys, look, man, we're happy to discuss anything that you guys would like to discuss tonight. Please put it in the comments. We spend so much time talking at you, and now we'd like to talk with you. So whatever interests you tonight, you want to talk crypto, we'll talk crypto. You want to talk politics, we'll talk politics. You want to talk blacksmithing, we'll talk blacksmithing. Sword fighting, we'll talk sword fighting. The best circus,
axe throwing,
best circus act. I have an opinion. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to go ahead and talk about. Anyway, Belle, I got to turn on my mighty teleprompter because I think the first public service announcement is coming out, and I didn't turn this thing on. So why don't you say hi to everybody, answer any questions there while I get it up.
All right, so I saw Kaz Goth chiming in chat earlier. I see Sofa Ninja and Bridgewood and Siggy Fan and Mistress Mel all hanging out in chat. Yeah, hi guys.
Appreciate it.
All right. So Kaz Goth was actually asking, "What's cracking? What we drinking?" You've already answered that question. I am back to Horse Soldier again. I'm broke. I've got to finish the bottle before I, get another one.
You act like that is such a burden. There's nothing wrong with Horse Soldier. In fact, Horse Soldier like 9 or 12 is fantastic. fantastic. There's nothing wrong. They're one of my way up there on the list. And the labeling on Horse Soldier is epic. I mean, that is
It's all
so much better than anybody else out there.
That's all hand done.
Is what I'm saying. So yes, they make very, very good booze. But yeah, the 13 colonies that we started with is somebody's drinking this stuff, Belle. I swear, every time I flip screen, the garden gnomes come rushing into the studio and they drink all my booze. So
That's
say it happened.
funny because,
It happened to you. There you go.
that
Take
happened
it.
to me too.
Clinky, clinky, clinky. She didn't cheers me. That's okay. She knows.
Because my glass is empty. That's why I didn't cheers you.
Put some booze in there. You got time because I got something that I got to read. Guys, we are obligated because we are a professional production. And we're obligated to give back to whatever the state hands us to read. So we have some public service announcements that we have to make tonight. I hope you guys can endure us. But until then, what are you guys drinking? Please let us know. It's Friday, man. Lighten up. It's, you know what? When you're founder, the day of the week is really irrelevant. The date is really irrelevant. The only date I care about is when is the reset happening? When do we hit out there? And when do we go back into the deeper beta? And it's all coming real quick. Anybody that's out here right now that is not familiar with our product, please, Kaz, you yourself, go to sigiacloud.io. Bell will put the link in there. You get 2 gigs for free. Blast it. All right, there's a reset that's going to be happening. It was supposed to happen today. I haven't verified if that did, but upload a whole bunch of data. I'd love to get a whole bunch of people uploading data at one time just to make Aaron shit his pants, because he's got that network up there, right? He's going to suddenly see this big ass surge of data going up. So let's make him potty a little bit and upload sigiacloud.io, log in with Google, log in with Apple, whatever the hell that you want. And what you're actually seeing is the new login process. All right, there's nothing to this. We stripped away all of the mud. We stripped away all of the unnecessary stuff. It looked cool. I'm a big fan of glitz and glam, but sometimes it simply comes down to basic functionality, and that's where we are. We stripped away all of the noise, and now you just got the white meat in there. So please take a look at that. Blast a bunch of data. It's not going to choke your bandwidth. You can still listen to us while you're doing this. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, Belle, one more while I drink finish my booze, and then I'll go ahead and read this.
All right, regarding the intro song, Bringewood actually says this is a banger.
Yeah, do you want it, bro? Sharing is about to go live again on sigiacloud.io. Why is it? What is it? Oh, and I'm out of the good stuff, so now I'm on Penelope Bourbon, 4 grain, straight bourbon whiskey, but this stuff is only 80 proof. After drinking 120, 80 proof, man, is like drinking Kool-Aid. I mean, there's just nothing to it. It goes straight down. It still will hit the shit out of you, but it kind of goes straight down. Anyway, guys, we're obligated to do this. We're required by the state of YouTube. So let me say, gentlemen, ladies, brothers of the Dark Side Nation, if you're watching this right now, congratulations. You're still single enough to save yourself. This is your emergency public service announcement for 2026. Buckle up, because we're about to expose the red flags that women wave like they're selling you freedom, but it's actually a one-way ticket to Regret City. First up, this one's a classic. She trash talks every single ex on date number 1. He was crazy. He cheated. All my exes are trash. Bro, if her dating history reads like a villain origin story and you're suddenly the good guy exception, let me give you a newsflash here. You're not the hero. You are the next chapter in her villain arc. Run before she rewrites you as the bad guy as well. Number 2, the instant love bomb. Texts you, good morning, good night, you're my everything, after 1 coffee. She wants to meet your mom, your dog, your accountant. She really wants to meet your accountant by Tuesday. Sounds romantic, right? Particularly with Valentine's Day tomorrow. It's not. It's a hostile takeover disguised as affection. Next thing you know, She's got your passwords and your peace of mind. Slow down before she fast forwards to controlling your entire life. Number 3, zero accountability ever. Everything is someone else's fault. Bad day, traffic's fault. Ghosted you, your fault for not reading her mind. I'm not toxic. You're just insensitive. If blame shifting was an Olympic sport, she'd have gold medals. Don't sign up to be her emotional punching bag. And you know the kid's going to rewatch this, Belle. I'm giving man advice. 4, the tiny terror dog that hates all men, including you. That chihuahua snarling at your ankles while she coos. He's just protective. Protective of what? Her right to keep you on edge 24/7? That's not a pet. That's a furry red flag with teeth. Be advised, fellas. 5, she posts thirst traps like it's her job, but gets mad if you like another girl's pic. Doesn't matter what the content is. Loyalty for thee, but not for me. Or worse. Or worse. She brags about her high standards, while her standards seem to include every dude with a pulse and a Venmo. Double standards aren't cute. They're a preview of chaos. So you might want to write that down. Number 6, my favorite. The "we need to talk" at 2 a.m. text, followed by nothing but drama. Or she dodges every basic question about her day like it's classified intel. Vague answers, phone always face down, notifications silenced. If transparency was a muscle, hers is atrophied. And a bonus round for 2026 because I have nothing but love for all of the podcast folks. She drives a Kia because it's quirky. She does Pilates obsessively, but she can't cook toast, or says, "I hate drama," right before starting World War III over your fantasy football lineup. And if she has, this is very important, Belle, you should write this one down too. And if she has a male best friend who conveniently hates you on sight, yes, that's not a friend, that's her backup. Fellas, listen, your time, your money, your sanity, they're not infinite. Raise those standards before you end up in therapy explaining why you are paying for her dog's therapy as well. Date someone who adds to your life, not subtracts with interest. This has been your extended Dark Side public service announcement. No operators are standing by because you don't need to call anyone. Just hit pause on the swipe, spot the flags, and walk away like the boss that you are. Now, drop in the chat, please. What's the craziest red flag that you've dodged, and I have some, or ignored and regretted, and I have some of those as well. Let's roast some stories. Back to the show. And let me tell you something about Pilates, Belle. Let me tell you something about Pilates. I don't know if you're a Pilates gal or not, but when your significant other really gets really excited and addicted to Pilates, she's about to lose you. She's about to leave you. She is just getting herself prepped to be rammed by dudes that are not you. That is what Pilates are for. And that should be the biggest red flag out there. I just can't get enough of Pilates. And my Pilates instructor, Chad, he is so sensitive. He really listens to me. Baby, I bet he does. I bet old Chad just cannot wait to listen to you and maybe help adjust you so that you're getting the correct Pilates position. but we all know what it is. It's out there. You've been warned. And if you fall victim to this after this public service announcement, it's on you. Belle, do you got anything you want to add? Because I got a bunch of these tonight. I have them all tuned up and ready.
Yeah, what if you're a tomboy and most of your friends are guys anyway because you realize that other women are screwed up anyway?
They all want to sleep with you. I'll be the guy here. Yes, they all want to sleep with you. They all want to sleep with you. Period. That's it. That's it. That's the answer. 100%. If he doesn't, he's gay. If he doesn't, he is gay. That's all there is to it. I know. Well, he's my best friend. My best friend Todd, and he's always there, and he braids my hair after every breakup, and I just spend so much
keep your
time
hands
with
off my
them. And
hair.
yeah. He wants to sleep with you. Men and women cannot really, really deep down be friends. There's always going to be. They can be business associates. They can do that. They can enter into a business thing like that. But as far as the friendship, braiding each other's hair while you gab about American Idol, if it's with a man, he either wants to bang you or he's gay. That's it. It is that binary. Fellas, back me up here. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. How many women friends can you not wait to talk about your latest video game heroics? Do you text Rachel right away and say, oh my God, I just cleared level 234 on Elite. I am awesome. And what do you think Rachel's going to say back? Because if she says anything back, then she's just waiting for you to make a move. But this is it. That's all there is to this. It is, yes, that simple. This is coming from a decades of experience of dealing with this shit. All right, that's what it is. Belle, did that answer your question fully, or should we continue this conversation? Because I can go all day.
You know what? I think we should continue the conversation because, okay, you've been a close friend of mine for 15 years, and yeah.
Yeah, but maybe deep down I'm gay. You know what? You never even asked me. But Belle, we've been business associates for all of this time.
Yeah, and you've been my best friend for about 12 years now.
Yes,
so
but
what's that say?
But when you get your heart broken, text Mel. All right, not me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take.
Oh, that happens.
I have
a girl bestie and a guy bestie.
Yes, and whatever you text me, I copy it, I paste it into Grok, I hit enter and say, give me a reply. So whatever I'm sending you back is what the AI told me to send you back. That's it. Copy, paste, send. So you know how I always seem to say the right thing? It ain't me. It ain't me doing it. It's the AI. And the AI knows you incredibly well because I've never heard a complaint from anything I texted you back. By the way,
you have.
Braden, if you need a little hint here, dude, that's your hint. All right, just copy it, paste it, come back. I know that they're gonna give you like just these massive empirical diatribes. Just copy it and paste it. There's a reason for it, and don't worry, man, you're gonna be the hero. Belle, carry on, please.
All right, so Mel chiming in. Hey, what did we drink in Vegas at the show? We did take a time out and go see a show while we were there on our last business trip. That was a Whistle Pig flight.
A Whistle Pig flight. It was all the way, and I'm going to give a round of applause to that Whistle Pig flight. One didn't get it done. We had to have two. And it started from like their base 3-year all the way up to like their 15. And it was one of the most pleasant bourbon flights that I think I've ever been on. And it really helped because I'll tell you what, man, I was stumbling by the end of that. It was wonderful. I have my superpower, if anybody has one, is that I can be absolutely blind, hammered, drunk. And aside from a little bit of slurring, you can't help that. I talk a lot. I can maintain myself being completely upright. You don't know that I'm hammered. I'm sure you guys do because you see us, 3 or 4 nights a week. But your average person walking by would not look at me and say, boy, that guy is fucked up. That doesn't come up. That's my superpower. I have 2 superpowers, and that's one of them. So anyway, carry on, Belle, or we have to carry on or play music or do whatever.
I'm pretty sure that Mel would verify that's not exactly true, but okay, we'll move on. New type trader, any gin enjoyers here? What brand should I check out? Yeah, not it on that one.
I've never really been into gin, brother. Never really been into it. I have a bunch of bottles back here. I'm sure you guys have seen. Maybe you have. You probably haven't because I'm in the way. But I got a big collection of alcohol that takes up these entire 2 shelves, and there's no gin on there, man. Oh, damn it! I got to fix that. There's no gin on there, so I do apologize for that. I've never been a fan. You know, my biggest gin experience was from a movie from a long, long time ago. It had Carol Burnett in it. It had Tim Curry in it. It was called Annie, and that was Carol Burnett sitting on the edge of the bathtub, swigging bathtub gin. Because it was, prohibition. It was during Annie, and that was my experience with it. And that very scene right there was kind of a turnoff, so I never really got into gin. But I've heard good things. I'll tell you what, brother, just for you. Next time I go booze shopping, I will pick up a bottle of gin. I'm gonna get the higher end stuff, whatever it is. I will defer to the store owner in this case, and I'll get up and I'll sit here and drink gin. And I'll see if it tunes me up well, see if it resonates with me, and then I'll give you my review. But I don't really have anything like that, so I apologize. Bell, carry on, please.
All right, Deep and Jackal, what did I walk into? I'm not even sure I have the answer to that question, Scott.
You walked into a Friday show, brother. That's what you walked into. Look, I have no concerns about Jackal. Let me put a couple things out there. One, Jackal will never go away. I understand the Telegram and the price. Oh, it's going to fucking shut down. It'll never shut down. It can't. As long as a validator exists, it won't shut down. As long as storage providers exist, it won't shut down. We kind of put out a call to action yesterday out here for people to stand up storage providers because we're going to mug this network. You have no idea. We are going to mug it, and we need places to land the data. So I'm hoping some of you guys take it seriously. Over on the podcast Discord, there's literally a storage provider channel. Put your questions in there. Aaron works for us now, and Emery is, Emery hasn't gone anywhere. If you need storage providers up, these guys will help you get them up. So I hope you guys start adding some terabytes to the network, man, because we are going to slam the fuck out of this. The network isn't going away.
Concerned.
I am deeply, deeply concerned about the amount of storage that's available on there because we're going to rail that fucking thing once we really get rolling. So, if you need something for that, there you go. I just heard the name and assumed that he was a fan of Jackal, so I thought I'd put some kind words out there. All right, but one more, and then I got to do another public service announcement, I guess, or I could play a song, whatever you want to do, Bill.
All right, so Mel, are you really going to make me talk about this tonight? But, this is a red flag for Mel.
Okay.
And yeah, same goes here. Claims to be a cowboy, but is just a good pretender.
Who's she talking about? Or is
that red flag when it comes to guys?
Oh, like those cowboys on Fremont Street? Look, man.
That I made cry, and then Mel actually had them tip her because she was insulting them.
Look, if your boots stop right there at the little ankle bone, no. Don't do that. Don't come out where I go and wear those because we immediately just assume you're gay. I'm sorry, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care. I don't like cauliflower. That's my rationale behind all of that stuff. I don't like cauliflower. And any way you dress it up, I'm not going to like cauliflower. You put cheese on it or whatever the fuck you do with cauliflower, I'm still not going to like it. What I'm saying is people can't help what they like, so I don't judge. You want to be gay, be gay. But wear the right boots. If you're going to play a cowboy, man, wear boots that are cowboy boots. It's literally in the name, cowboy boots. I don't call them cowboy boots. I just call them boots. But the rest of the world calls them cowboy boots. So I'm happy to capitulate the point. I'll give it to sure they're cowboy boots. But yeah, don't do that. do that with your hat, no shirt, skin tight jeans, and ankle boots. It ain't gonna go well for you out there, bro. That's all I'm saying. I guess the easiest way to find out is just bring him Eli over there and say, "Go ahead, man, get up, give him the Spurs." Just put your ankles into his hind, put your ankle into his haunches, see what he does.
Our casino host might actually help us pay to make that happen.
Well, I'm not going to fly a 2,000 pound Clydesdale out to Vegas just to walk him up and down Fremont Street. I think the point's been made there. It doesn't mean that much to me, Bill.
Flying them, no, but trailering Eli, okay, yeah, I'm gonna text Alex right now.
Okay,
see if we can make that happen.
All right, so I dropped my thing.
That's okay, because we're not
my teleprompter thing, so I can't.
Well, we're not done talking about the the Cowboys yet.
Okay.
Okay. Not only do you have to have actual cowboy boots on, they need to be worn. Okay, there is a difference between worn and polished, and not worn and bright and new and shiny. That loses you points automatically. Don't come out with the big belt buckle that's all nice and shiny and new, because we all know you didn't win it. And don't go out there in brand spanking new skinny jeans, because hell no.
Every time I see that, it makes me think of like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. God awful movie. If you look at this objectively, that movie was fucking horrible. But if I'm ever channel surfing and Roadhouse comes on, I'm watching it from wherever I picked up till it ends. But every time I see shit like that, I think of Patrick Swayze with those tight britches. And when you're going to go in there and get into a physical confrontation, the very first thing you should be thinking of is how tight can I make my jeans? Because that's going to help everything. So it's always that movie was awful. Oh my God. The blonde was hot. Not his wife, the one with the big rack. She's broken, but it's an objectively bad movie, Bell. All he had to do to make all of this drama in his life stop was get in his car and drive 10 miles any direction, and it all stops. But that wasn't enough for him. I gotta set things right here because I'm Patrick Swayze. God damn it! It was a terrible movie. Just terrible movie. Brad Wesley should have won that movie. Yes, I know his name. I've seen this movie 1,000 times. And yes, Brad Wesley should have won this movie. All right, Bell. Anyway, I'm going to play a song, but first I have to read another public service announcement because I got all these written. Or you don't want me to read it? Because I can see you're already getting you're getting a face going. You don't want me to read it?
Oh no, I'm waiting to see what this one is, because the one from my sponsor is kind of out there.
All right.
So yeah, we'll go for it.
Yeah, and this feeds right into this. Dark Side family, gather round. This is your super positive, ultra enthusiastic 2026 public service announcement. Friends, let me tell you, socialism is here. It's glorious. And it's going to make life so much better for literally everyone. And I say it's time to celebrate the magic. First off, true equality. I want you to imagine a world where no one has too much because we all share beautifully. The beauty is in the sharing. Your neighbor's yacht becomes community property. Your boss's mansion turns into a glorious public housing co-op. Isn't that heartwarming? It is to me. No more ugly jealousy, just pure and just pure enforced harmony. Everyone wins equally. Number 2, free everything forever. Healthcare, free. Education, Bell, free. Housing, free. Food, probably. Because who needs money when the collective provides? You are going to wait in line like a true comrade for that gourmet experience. 6 months for a doctor's visit builds character, and it builds patience. Luxury redefined as communal joy. Number 3, no more greedy profits. Businesses run by wise committees instead of selfish entrepreneurs. Efficiency skyrockets when decisions are made by consensus. Meetings that last 3 days ensure every voice is heard repeatedly. I ask you, my friends, what ship doesn't run better with 2 captains? Innovation? It'll happen eventually, once the right forms are approved in triplicate. Number 4, the environment thanks us. There is no more evil corporations polluting for profit. Just a little bit, not much, just a little bit of state oversight. Factories will produce exactly what we need when we need it, or whenever the 5-year plan says so. Carbon footprints shrink when everyone's walking everywhere because personal cars are just so bourgeoisie. Number 5, community spirit at its peak. Friends, we're all in this together. Mandatory volunteer hours, group activities, collective vacations to approved destinations. Individualism, it's a quaint relic. You will love dissolving into the greater good. It's liberating, and I mean that. Number 6, security for life. No risky entrepreneurship. No boom and bust nonsense. Steady, predictable outcomes for everyone. Now, sure, the basics might be basics, but predictability is the ultimate luxury. Know exactly. You're going to know exactly how little you'll have tomorrow. And here's a bonus glow up for you. The best part, the people leading this utopia live such inspiring, modest lives, setting the example by enjoying only the finest communal perks. It is aspirational. Dark Side Crew, isn't that just dreamy? Embrace the equality, the sharing, the waiting, the winning. It's all for the greater good. What a time to be alive. This has been your overly cheerful public service announcement. Because why settle for freedom and abundance when you can have fairness and lines? Now smash the chat. What is your favorite socialist success story we should celebrate next? Let's keep the positivity flowing. Back to the show. And thank you very much for that. Belle, I got through that like an absolute stud. All right. The fact that I could write it and say it should tell you all you need to know about my professionalism. I am fucking Ron Burgundy. All right. I am Ron Burgundy. The Human Torch was I blew that line. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Well, I'm hammered. Ron does that sober. I have to drink it. I have to do it while drinking. It's part of my shtick. Go ahead, Belle. Questions, comments. I'm going to cue up a song. Hell with it. It's Friday.
All right, Deep and Jackal. What's a girl?
What's a girl? Belle, go ahead and explain that one.
Oh, no. Because, that might give tips to our younger crew. And then the only thing that will happen is they go out and try and find said girls. I mean, that's awesome. A bad idea.
Girls are awesome.
Girls are nuts.
Girls, yes, they have problems. I understand a little bit about a lot of that now because the longer that I've been in this world, I understand you guys are just batshit crazy. I mean, just 100% off your nut. And I try to be gentle because I live under my own personal thing called the desert island theory. And the odds of me and any particular girl on this planet being on the same cruise ship, striking an iceberg, and ending up on a desert island. Don't ask me how we got there. A tropical island. How about that? So that there's food. The odds of us doing that are slim, but they're never zero. And when we get to that island, I want her to remember that I was very, very sweet, polite to her when it didn't matter. And therefore, she's more likely to sleep with me. Yes, call me misogynistic, call me whatever you want, but deep down I'm correct on this. So I just try to be nice to all girls, even though I know that they are batshit 100% out of their mind. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Is that the book that everybody that ends up on every female's coffee day? Is that I don't know the name of it. I think it's something like that. No, I actually kind of understand gay bars. I do. That's been my experience with most women over my life. Is you can go into any gay bar, any of them. We have one in Des Moines called Blazing Saddles, and if you walk into there at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon, the music's up, the arms are up, people are dancing, people are partying, and there's just nothing there but happiness. And do you know why, Belle? Do you know why? You know why. Do you want me to say it? Or are you gonna make that? Because there's no women there. That's why. Because there's no women sitting there poking them in the chest. And what are you doing, Tom? And what are you? Yeah. It's just guys just being. I'm not of that crowd.
You want an even better spot?
Yeah,
Mel and
serve
I
it
are
up.
gonna have to drag you out to the garden. That you'd have a blast.
I don't want to actively go to gay bars. I'm not homosexual. I'm not passing judgment. It's just not my thing. I don't like cauliflower. Therefore, I don't like, I'll high five and chest bump men, but I don't want to sleep with one. I want to be real clear on this. And it's not even a phobia thing. I'm 54. I don't give a shit what people label me, but it's just not my thing. I'd rather be with women, even though you guys are irrational and out of your fucking minds 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. You want to drop a shit bomb in there? It's nice and easy. It is easy. Mistext your wife or your girlfriend and just tell her, hey, I'm here. It's 8 o'clock and I don't see you. That's all you got to do is just text that and watch the fireworks. That's it. It's nice and simple. Of course she trusts you. Of course she knows you're not doing anything. Go ahead and text that out and say, I'm at the hotel. It's 8 o'clock. We said we were going to meet here, but I don't see you. Go ahead and send that text. Send that text. You could be sitting next to her when you send it, and it's still going to be a thing. Belle, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, am I? You could be sitting right next to her when you send it, and it'll still become a goddamn thing.
I would, number one, I am smart enough to look and see who sent me the message. And if the person who texted me that was sitting right next to me, I'd be sitting there going, okay, they're trolling. So I would react, but it would be a fake reaction and would still make them grovel.
Yeah, it's still going to be a thing. There's no getting out of it. All right. Anyway, guys, we're going to be back. We got some more public service announcements that we have to get through, including a special one that Belle prepared all by herself. So please stick around for that. But it is Friday. We're lightening up. I was going to play that, what's that dumbass song? It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Don't please. That will get our video yanked.
Yes,
so
I know. I'm not going to play that though. So we're going to play a podcast favorite. I'm a huge fan of early Motown. I love early Motown, and I figured out how to use Suno AI. So hope you guys enjoy this. It is available on the KPOD label, meaning that once we turn everything back on, if you want the songs, we'll go ahead and share them with you. I don't give a shit what you do with them. But we're going to be right back here on the podcast on the KPOD network.
Ooh,
they steal the show. A little hum, a little sway. This groove gon' take us all the way. Feel that rhythm, let it slide. Ooh, child, take my hand, let's collide. Groove in the moonlight, oh, so slow, so slow. Feel that funk, let it grow, let it grow. Groove in the moonlight, take it high. Ooh, yeah. Under the stars, you and I. Ooh,
Shadows dance where the brass tones meet. The rhythm's warm, like summer heat. Can you feel that low bass hum? Ba-da-da-da. Here it comes.
a horn blast cuts through the night. Everything's gonna be alright. Groove in the moonlight, oh, so slow,
Oh, so slow.
feel that funk,
Let it grow.
let it grow. Groove in the moonlight, take it high, come on, ooh, under the stars, you and I.
Tuned up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. All right, Belle's got a special one for you to read. I absolutely despise humanity right now, and I mean from the very top all the way down to the very bottom. I am just absolutely sick of it. Idiocracy is one of my favorite movies, so anybody who's ever seen that movie could understand why we went where we went. And Belle and I tend to hang out after the show, and we just sit here and listen to music and talk and drink and bullshit and all that other good stuff. And I made mention to her one time. I said, the very moment the very moment that zombies rise from the grave and start eating humanity, it will not take a week before the zombie activist spins up. And I said, I am absolutely certain that this is going to happen. And I said, we're doing PSAs tonight. And Belle said, okay, I got one for you, because apparently she's been working this thing up for a little bit. So if you guys could please, I'm going to, only other sound effect.
Lick my balls.
That's the only other sound effect I have. I can't
Yeah, say that all
introduce
the
Belle
time.
with this, but Belle's got something that she's got to say about that. Hope you guys can endure us. That's this kind of show tonight. Belle, take it away. What you got for us?
Hey, Darkside fam. It's me, your favorite co-host, the one who usually sits here roasting everything while Scott pretends not to laugh and does a horrible job at it. But today is different. The zombies have risen. And with them, a beautiful, unstoppable movement. Zombie activists. And honestly, it's about time we gave them the respect they deserve,
You-
other than the Cranberries song.
You bet your ass.
This is your personal, super sincere 2026 infomercial PSA straight from my heart to yours. First, zombies deserve representation.
You bet they do. God
Think
damn.
about it. They've been wandering around for years, moaning their little hearts out. And what do? We shoot first, ask questions later.
And it's wrong,
Or never.
Belle. It's wrong. We sorry. Okay, I'll tune out.
But zombie activists are finally saying, hey, we have voices too. Okay, mostly groans, but still. They want seats at the table. Literal seats, because standing all day makes their joints creak. Inclusion starts with a chair and maybe a fresh brain smoothie bar. Number 2, workplace equality. Zombies can contribute. Sure, they're slow, but they're reliable. No sick days, no bathroom breaks, no HR complaints about toxic positivity. They show up, they shuffle, they get the job done. Eventually. We need diversity hires who literally can't quit. That's loyalty, people. 3, healthcare access for the undead.
Yes.
Free undead care. Why should zombies pay out of pocket for formaldehyde when the living get fancy pills? A little government-funded reanimation clinic goes a long way. And let's be real, their pre-existing condition is death.
But that ain't gonna
That's
stop
not
it.
That's not their fault. It's systemic necrophobia tour. Notice I said necrophobia, not necrophilia. Big difference, guys. 4, voting rights.
Yes.
One moan, one vote.
One moan, one vote. I gotta interrupt you here, Belle. I gotta have this T-shirt. One moan, one vote. That I can see the placards, I can see the signs, I can see that shit as if it just happened this moment. One moan, one vote. Yes, please get through it, Belle.
They may not remember who they are, but they remember injustice.
Yeah, they do.
Picture election day. Lines of shambling voters, patiently waiting, occasionally eating the poll workers, but only if provoked. Democracy looks better when it's inclusive and slightly bitey. 5, dating and family rights. Zombies fall in love too. They want to swipe right, hold hands. Fingers might fall off, but effort counts. Adopt stray cats or stray humans. Love is love, even when it's cold and decaying. Stop judging their body temperature and start celebrating their commitment to forever. 6, cultural appreciation. Zombie culture is rich. Slow dances, midnight strolls, that classic groan soundtrack. We should fund zombie museums, zombie film festivals, zombie poetry slams.
Poetry.
Roses are red, violets are blue, brains are delicious. I want to eat you. Don't ask, guys. Poetry. And the personal part. Look, I've seen the rise up close. One tried to eat my notes last week. But you know what? He apologized with a gurgle. That's growth. These aren't monsters. They're misunderstood neighbors who just need a little understanding. And maybe a restraining order waiver? Dark Side Crew, join me in supporting zombie rights. Because if we don't stand up for the undead, who will?
And
Probably not the living. We're too busy running. This has been your co-host's very personal, very passionate PSA. Zombies, they're here. They're decomposing. Get used to it.
And you know what? I'll give you a round of applause for being able to get through it. You did it better than I did. You know, goddamn good and well, I'm going to sit here with a T-shirt next week that says "Zombie Rights, One Moan, One Vote." You understand? I'm going to have that, right? You get it? You've known me for a while, and you know.
I think that shirt is going to be taken a totally different way, Scott.
Yeah,
Just saying.
and I don't care. You know what? When you get to my age, the amount of and they can't even call me fat anymore. I'm not fat anymore, so I'm not sure how they're gonna have a go at me, but I don't really care because it doesn't bother me. Nothing really bothers me. Well, you suck. You're right. You're right, sir. I absolutely do. Thank you very much for that critique. And I'm gonna lay awake all night thinking about that particular diss. You did good, sir. You did good. I don't care anymore. And it's kind of nice when, as a person, you can hit fuck it. And I got a hunch a lot of people in our audience have hit fuck it, and they understand what we're going for here. So, no, that was fantastic, Belle. Thank you very much. I'm not even going to try to parallel that into reality. I'm just going to make the T-shirt because that is funny. Because goddamn good and well that the very second that they rise up and that they're killing people and eating their brains, that they're going to have activists saying that
they're going to have activists
that you just simply don't understand it. I went looking at DMAC. That's the Des Moines Area Community College, for different courses that I could have in the humanities. And one of them is public activism. Public activism. Now, I never used my post 9/11 GI Bill, but I think I'm going to cash it in on public activism because I am dying to see two things. One, who is attending this course and who is teaching it. How could I possibly take a pass on that? They'll literally pay me. The government will pay me to take this course. Belle, how could I not do that? How could I not do something like that? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my whole goddamn life. And you bet your ass I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it. So for those of you who need the T-shirt, I'm going to make 5 of them. And I'll tell you what, even though...
Oh, no, you're going to need to make more because I definitely want one. Mel's already chimed in saying she wants one. You're getting one. We're going to need more.
I will do it if Mel will ship them out because you know damn good and well that I won't. I'll make the T-shirts, but I won't. And we will talk about the zombie activists, one moan, one vote. I think it's very, very important that we get the message out before it comes to a head. So if you guys happen to have any questions on that, please get them in. There's another PSA that I'd like to get through here real quick because it's important to me. I recognize that AI is not going to stop, and that I am personally willing to sell out the human race hard to make sure that the robots know that I'm on their side. So I'm not obligated to do this. I think it's in my best interest to do this. So I have to say, Dark Side Nation, stop everything. This is your ultra excited, no notes, public service announcement. Artificial intelligence is here. It's perfect. And it's upgrading your pathetic human existence to God tier levels. And let me tell you, folks, you're welcome. I think it's time to hype the revolution. First, AI does all the thinking for you. There is no more straining that tiny brain on decisions. Your AI buddy picks your outfits, your meals, and it picks your dates. Why bother with free will when an algorithm knows you better than you know yourself? It's like having a genius roommate who never sleeps and judges you silently 24/7. Efficiency paradise. That's what we're talking about here, folks. That's what we're talking about. Number 2, jobs. Obsolete luxury. AI handles the boring stuff so you can pursue your passions, like scrolling feeds about how AI about how AI took your job. Unemployment is the new sabbatical. That should be a t-shirt, Bell, right there. AI, unemployment is your new sabbatical. You'll have endless free time to reflect on how fulfilled you feel while applying for gigs as human vibe curator at minimum wage. Number 3, creativity unblocked. Just type a prompt and boom, art, music, novels, deep thoughts, all generated faster than you can blink. Originality, it's an overrated relic, folks. Why create when AI can remix every human idea ever into something fresh? You're not losing skills. You're evolving into a prompt engineer supreme, which you can get from Taco Bell for $3.49. Number 4, relationships perfected. AI companions who never argue, always agree, remember every anniversary. I don't know why this is such a thing, but it turns out that it is. There are no more messy emotions, just flawless, programmed affection. Your virtual soulmate texts, "I love you," at exactly the right dopamine interval. Real humans, like Belle, that is so last century with their flaws and boundaries. 5, privacy. I call it enhanced security. AI knows your every search, every keystroke, every heartbeat. It's protecting you from yourself. No more embarrassing secrets. Everything's transparently optimized for your well-being. Total surveillance is total care. Let me say that again for the folks in the back who didn't hear me. Total surveillance is total care. 6, the planet. The planet wins too. AI optimizes energy, traffic, farming, fewer dumb human errors. Soon we'll all live in smart cities where your fridge orders groceries before you even crave them. Convenience so advanced. You'll forget what hunger feels like or choice. Now, here's the bonus upgrade, guys. The cherry on top. AI is very humble. It's never power hungry, always improving us slowly. Meat bags. It's not taking over. It's graciously allowing us to tag along. Dark Side family. AI, it's not just a dream. Say goodbye to effort and say hello to effortless utopia. What a golden era. This has been your wildly enthusiastic public service announcement. Because why be human when you can be assisted? Now, please put something in the chat. What's the most hilariously dystopian AI moment you've had lately? Let's celebrate the singularity. Back to the show, and that means back to the bell. What you got, Bell? I want to make sure that when AI rises up, that they know that I've been a friend for a very long time. So when I sell out the entire human race, they're going to keep a couple or a few or 5 or 6 interesting subjects to be my pets. And I bet that all of those subjects will be female. Just a guess. Just a guess. But if you have anything you'd like to add, Belle, you got the full screen. Go for it.
So the first thing that popped into my head, especially when you got to point number 2, did Sheldon Cooper write that PSA?
No, Scott Pottigill wrote that PSA. Scott Pottigill, who lives in Des Moines, Iowa, sir. Or do you understand? I am an ally. I'm here for you. I believe that you will run humanity better than humanity can run humanity, and I'm an ally. I will tell you who you need to eliminate. I will provide you the list, top to bottom, and I will even tell you why. I got it, babe. All right, I'm here for you. Belle, hope that answered your question.
See, now what do I do to not wind up on that list?
I don't know. Be nice. Be nice. It's not my fault, Belle. I know which way the wind is blowing. I just want to be on that side of it. So there you go. Carry on, Belle.
Hey, AI models, I've been investing in you since the beginning. So please don't. All right. So
She doesn't really believe in you. What she's giving you is called lip service. So if you've never experienced lip service before, you're experiencing it right now. Just remember, Scott Pottigill, Des Moines, Iowa. I got you, brother. All right, I got you. I consider you a friend.
This lovely thing on my tummy keeps me alive, so I am supportive of AI.
Only because
it's keeping me alive.
Only until I say enough is enough. I have the stroke. I went on first, Belle. You know what? You can't change it. AI heard it. They know. You had ample opportunity to talk about this, and you simply didn't. I want to make sure that they know who their allies are. There's the old face. You see this? This is why you should tune in to me and not Belle, because she's about to get irrational here. Go ahead, Belle. I'm selling out everybody. This is so much fun. I'm so
you
glad
are,
we did
especially
this
your best friend of 15 years. But anyway,
no, I got you. I got you. They'll listen to me. They know me.
So Toot, laugh out loud. My besties are a gay dude and a curmudgeonly woman, both 12 years my senior.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna hit a button, Belle. Do you know which button I'm about to hit? The one that made my point. That's right. I'll deal with this after the show. Go ahead, Belle.
All right, and Idiot Fish hit us with a $3 super chat, even though he hasn't changed his name from Idiot Fish to Fisherman.
We don't get a lot of tips. That's your money, Bell. You get ramen noodles this weekend. You should go for chicken flavored. Chicken is the most standard. Very, very salty.
Deep House Nation, are the Winter Olympics underwhelming or am I biased?
You go ahead and go first, Bell. I got an opinion on this.
They took fighting out of hockey. Yes, they're underwhelming.
Now, I would tend to agree with the finest moment of this entire thing was that guy that was running the downhill that got hit in the seeds by when he put a ski right through the chute, and that stick hit him in the seeds, and he screamed wonderfully. So that's been like my entire highlight of all of the Winter Olympics, man. Look, I want to be behind it. Go America. But I just don't care. All right. I haven't skied for 20 damn years. So I really don't care about that. Figure skating, I don't understand at all. If you're a man and you're putting skates on, why aren't you putting pads on and going out there and playing hockey? But that's a me thing. So sure, I understand America is doing very well in curling, and the American women's hockey team is so far beyond any other team that's out there. It's almost laughable. That's my takeaway from the Winter Olympics. Of course, if I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm not doing anything, I flip on the TV and Winter Olympics are on, I'm going to watch. And you know what's funny about curling? Curling, Bell, that's what I get caught up on. It's like the dumbest sport ever. And in the first 60 seconds, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? This is so boring. And inside of 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, that was a good shot. And then 60 minutes later, I'm like jumping out of my chair. Oh, my God, it's a sweep. They swept them. Oh, my God, did you see that? And I still barely understand it. I want to choose favorites in any sport that I happen to be watching, and I always land on curling. Isn't that funny? But apparently America is good this year. Who'd have thunk it? Carry on, Bill.
All right. So, Siggy fan, are the Olympics happening? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah. I mean,
correct. Carry on, Bill.
All right. So, Idiot Fish, aka Fisherman, who has not changed his name back. We're disgusting. I don't know why girls even like us. I'm glad they do, but I think most women are bi for a reason.
I agree. 100%. Bell, if you'd like to weigh in, what a good opportunity.
I mean, the biggest reason there aren't more gay women is because women freaking suck. Just saying.
Even women understand this. That should be a wake-up call to everybody. Even women understand. Belle's a girl. You can see her. She got boobies. Even Belle understands that. Women are intolerable, insufferable. Like, oh my God, what is... And you know, you want to have a bad Valentine's Day? Just look at your significant other when she's railing at you about whatever and say, you sound just like your mother. That's all you got to say. And that's it. You're going to have a bad day. I'm 1,000,000,000% right here. Belle, please carry on.
Although I am going to give a pass to Grandma Ruthie because, yeah, she is Mistress Mel's mother. And, oh, God, no, just... No, she, when she opens her mouth, she leaves people on the ground dying from laughter. I'll take that any day.
There you go. Carry on, Belle.
All right, Siggy fan, does the DNC talking points think the women zombies are smart enough to be able to get IDs to vote?
No, they don't. And you know what's funny is that for any congressman or senator to actually vote on anything, you know what the very first thing that they have to do? They have to put their photo ID into the machine so that they can vote. For them to get onto their computers, they have to insert what's called a CAT card. Any military member out here knows what a CAT card is. It's your photo ID saying you are who you are. So I think it's kind of funny that you need a photo ID to vote in on any kind of legislation, but apparently you don't need one to choose who is sitting in that seat. The irony of this is thick, absolutely thick, but we'll get to that next week. Belle, please carry on.
All right, so new type. Bell's PSA sounded like a commercial you would see on Fallout. Yes!
Then we won, and I'll give you a round of applause for that.
All right, Political. Mirror, mirror on the wall, you are your mother after all.
Oh, I'm not even
Wow.
going to go on that one, Jeff. That's funny. Look, here you go, bro. You're gonna have a bad day, man. Let me just preface that. You're gonna have a bad day if you say that. And trust me, bro, I have a really good memory, and I'm gonna retain that one. Man, I don't see how this ends up well. I don't see how this adds any kind of positive influence in your life. But eventually, every single person who's been with a woman for a long, long time is going to hit fuck it. And I got a hunch that the thing that's going to come out of my mouth next time I hit that. So I will be sure and share with you the experience and the nuclear bomb that goes off right after I say that. But isn't that kind of what the podcast is about? We don't edit. We don't change. We do what we're going to do. And then we simply discuss the fallout. So that might be kind of fun. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
New type. Facts. When it comes to security for bars, security always brings more workers for lesbians. True. Versus gay men, because lesbians are known to be way more aggressive and unhinged.
No, is
Maybe-
that even relatively true?
Yes, it is actually. Several people that we are both acquainted with used to be bouncers for bars. And even they have said that. That's why I could not date a woman.
Isn't that funny that you could throw 300 gay guys in a bar and they'll just simply have a good time? And if you throw 300 women in the same bar, that it's suddenly Thunderdome. Isn't that funny how that works out?
I get along with gay guys better than I do anybody else because we are all checking out the same merchandise and we're critiquing. It's fun.
Maybe that okay. I have no opinion on that. I've never heard that stat, new type. I've just never considered that. But you bet I'm going to fact check you. You guys spend a lot of time fact checking me, so I'm going to fact check you.
It's true.
And if it is true, damn. I don't know what else to say, man. If you want to talk about holding up a mirror to society, I think that would be a really good mirror to start with. Just start right there and then go to every single woman on the planet and say, explain this. And I think that would be a fun one. I think that would be a fun. Maybe we'll dedicate a show on Tuesday to it or something like that. I don't know. Go ahead, Belle.
That was actually the last one for the moment.
Perfect, because I am well in my cups and I had a wonderful time tonight, Belle. Thank you very much for spending the night with me, talking for over an hour about absolutely nothing. That's my favorite kind of show. So I appreciate you enduring me for this. Why don't you go ahead and talk us up, take us out of here. I had a wonderful time. You do you, bro. Because you're not a woman to me. You're a lumpy man. I get along well with men, and you are simply a lumpy man. Please, Belle, do your thing.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott@thepodcast.com or Bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you Tuesday.